first Descendant is a gritty and stylish looter shooter that pits you and your friends against hordes of deadly enemies in a fight for survival. Well, for the human race. So yeah, absolutely no pressure. Here to tell me all about it is Minseok, director of the first Descendant. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
So I'm gonna jump right in. So can you set the stage for us? When and where does the first Descendant take place? And who do players control and what exactly is at stake?
First Descent.
All right, first of all, First Descendants takes place in a virtual place called Ingress. So the players will be playing the characters called Descendants with special powers, and they will be fighting against another enemy called Vulgus that try to invade the Ingress world. And these Vulguses are from another world called Clippus, and they try to invade the Ingress by opening a void and a dimensional portal. And when they open the void, another threat called the Colossus and unknown beings, they come to another great threat for humanity and also the Vulgus. So it will be a story where the players play the Descendants, and they will fight both the Vulgus and fight against the huge Colossus bosses.
Awesome. Okay, so what was the development process like creating this in Unreal Engine 5?
저희가
We've been developing the first Descendants by using Unreal Engine 5, and we've been using the latest techniques like Lumen. And we're trying to make a looter shooter game that outstands all other genre by the highest graphics. And we are very aware that a lot of users are concerned about optimization when we are using Unreal Engine 5. But yeah, we are keeping our developments to make that optimizations.
Amazing. I mean, the game looks beautiful. So yeah, tell us about the mission and the world structure. How big are the maps here?
Yes, we have various missions and maps, and in each areas and fields, the players will be encountering a lot of missions. And during our crossplay open beta, you can experience a lot of missions during the fields. And there will be more contents and more missions at our launch point. And as you know, we're a game type that you have to play again and again the missions over and over to get more items and get stronger. So we expect a lot of players to spend a lot of their time in the field missions, and we expect them to encounter other players, and we expect them to make friends and form a community.
Awesome. So in speaking about the community, can you go into some detail about how the free-to-play business is going to look like for the first Descendant? Can you tell us a little bit about the business model here with microtransactions versus season passes or what you might have in store?
기본적으로
Yes, the first Descendants is a free-to-play game. We will be introducing battle passes and cosmetic features, and maybe items that could help your growth and help your convenience. And we are very well known that a lot of players are wondering how the business model will go. And we basically want a lot of users to come and play our game. So we don't want to pressure the users by the business model. Yeah, for example, battle passes will have free items for all the users as well. And for the details, we will show later on.
So please explain how weapon customization will work and how it'll affect combat strategies in the game.
First Descendant.
So in the first Descendants, you could modify weapons by using modules. For example, you could put modules on the weapon and make it shoot faster or have greater damage or extend the bullet rounds. So we wish that our users find their playstyle and find their own weapon and find their own customizations and make a play that fits their playstyle. Additionally, I want to talk about customizing. Rather than putting modules in weapons, we could put modules for the characters as well. And we have a lot of skills for the characters. And when you put a module in, you could change that type of skill and change it as well. So other than the weapons, we want the users to find modules to match their play.
So will defeating bosses unlock specific modules then that you can add to your guns or your player's customization?
Yeah, there'll be modes called Void Intercept Battles, and in that Void Intercept battle, there will be huge bosses. And when Descendants defeat the Colossuses, they will be rewarded with rare ultimate modules and customizing parts. And the items that fall in from the Void Intercept battles are very different from items that fall from the normal field. For example, you could get ultimate modules from beating the bosses that can maybe when you roll and you could get your rounds charged up right away. And another thing is when you beat the boss, you can open an amorphous material that you have. And when you open an amorphous material, you can get items that help you research for a new descendant or ultimate weapons singly, or make a squad and go challenge for the void intercept battles, and they would get more higher items and get stronger.
Okay, so this is a great lead into my last question. So with all these elements, and let's say there are going to be players who finish the game really fast, unlock every descendant. So how are you going to keep this gameplay fresh for those players? Are there going to be DLCs that maybe expand the story or add new descendants in?
We will be having continuous live updates. What we are thinking right now, we are trying to have live updates as in part of seasons. So when we have new seasons, we'll have new descendant characters, we'll have new bosses, we'll have new weapons. And with each season, we'll require different metas. We'll be changing the systems to have contents that could last for the users to play.
So when can players expect to play this crossplay beta?
네, 저희는
Yes, we're having the crossplay open beta from September 19th to the 25th. So we're supporting the game from PlayStation, Xbox, and also PC. And we've made so many changes from the last Steam beta, so we want a lot of users to be interested, and we want tons of users joining our crossplay beta.
I have to ask, is the bunny armor in this beta? 그 토끼 armor 있어요? 이 베타에?
of course.
I'm playing it for sure. Thank you. All right, thank you so much. That was the first Descendant coming to PC and console soon. For all things the first Descendant, be sure to stick right here with IGN.